Hi, this is AJ. Welcome to episode 111 of Here's What I Watched. In this episode, I want to talk about the David Corenswet and Rachel Brosnahan movie Superman, which was written and directed by James Gunn. I like this movie a lot. I definitely recommend it. It's not my favorite DC movie, at least as far as the more recent DC movies go. I want to say my favorite DC movie is going to be the other James Gunn movie, The Suicide Squad, which is not to be confused with the David Ayer Suicide Squad movie, which was kind of a mess. And I'm not sure how much James Gunn's Superman even feels like a proper Superman movie to me, but it still did work for me as a movie, and I do recommend it. And what the movie's about, we skip right past the usual origin story stuff, and Superman is already Superman. And right away, Superman gets thrust into a geopolitical crisis after he intervenes to stop a war. You've got lots of people turning against him thanks to a smear campaign orchestrated by Lex Luthor. So there's some political intrigue that Superman has to deal with, along with some ethical dilemmas, and a cosmic threat involving some sort of fracture in reality, and a very, very powerful new foe who seems to be just as strong as he is. And along the way, he teams up with the delightfully weird members of the Justice Gang who try to help him out with this stuff, as he tries his best to protect a world that seems to be growing increasingly skeptical of all his help. This movie does do a pretty good job of delving into the tension between Superman's Kryptonian heritage and his human upbringing, but there's a lot of other stuff going on too, and a lot of other characters. A lot of that stuff actually works for me, and I think the movie works pretty well as a movie, but if you're a fan of Superman who specifically wants the Superman movie, you might be put off by how much of that other stuff there is here. But yeah, it worked for me. I enjoyed it. I definitely recommend the movie, especially to fans of James Gunn, because in a lot of ways this movie felt more to me like a James Gunn movie than it did a traditional Superman movie.